said yesterday that we have a 6-month window effectively to take tough economic reforms. Do you believe that we have the capacity to take those tough reforms given our political situation, and what specifically are those reforms that we need to take?
I feel actually we do have it in us to do it, but there are a couple of reforms which are very deep reforms which I don't think will happen in these 6 months. I'll give you one which I don't think will happen in these 6 months. GST, Goods and Services Tax, extremely important, but it needs constitutional amendment, and it'll be foolish to say that it's going to happen in 6 months. But there are other reforms which are not quite as deep as that, but which can really energize the mood in the country. These are possible, and like number one, which is I think very, very possible, is to open our retail sector to international multinational corporations. This is actually, I think this is actually more than just a small change. It can improve the conditions of our farmers, improve India's exports to the world through these channels that will open up through FDI.
Oil subsidies, for example, do you really believe that this government, because it's already given its intention that it will not cut the diesel subsidy, that in a sense, and if you don't do that, you will not meet your fiscal deficit targets. Do you get a sense that the government is ready to take these extremely tough political decisions?
Yeah, I think so. I think also this is gradually galvanizing and we are getting there. But on the diesel subsidy, let me tell you, a full decontrol, I don't think it's on the cards right now. I also feel that that will lead to a kind of reaction which we will not be able to handle.
Part decontrol?
Part decontrol. But part has to be done very intelligently. A decontrol does not mean you just raise the price once and again freeze it there. So what I'm hopeful for is that we will do a professional part decontrol, which is going to shelter the consumers partly, but also allow a float to take place from now on. It's not going to happen in the next couple of weeks, but this is also like FDI, something which I think is entirely possible over the next couple of months.
So therefore it would be fair on my part to say that the Chief Economic Advisor to the government is saying time is running out.
6-month window, and yes, it is true that if we don't manage to do enough things over these 6 months, the economy after that will register that. So this is a 6-month window that we just have to utilize.